in the world of endometriosis. A landmark case for unfair dismissal of a female employee has led a tribunal to acknowledge endometriosis as a disability. Sanju Pal was dismissed by her employer. She was let go after having received an endometriosis diagnosis. Unbeknown to her, she had been struggling with this disease and despite that had gone on to have a very colourful career. After she was diagnosed by laparoscopy, where 2 endometriomas were found and treated, she returned to work too soon after 4 weeks and was struggling. But because her career meant so much to her, she powered through the fatigue to the point where she couldn't even walk properly, which led to her not being able to meet her performance targets. And what did her employer do? They let her go. Well, you know what she did? She fought the good fight and she got a tribunal to finally recognize that endometriosis can cause disability under the 2010 Equality Act. A message to all the women out there who are living in fear, which I know so many of you are in the workplace, especially when I put up this post on sick leave after surgery, where the majority of you said that you had only been signed off for 2 weeks. This case speaks volumes. Take note. And fingers crossed, this case ends up putting endometriosis under disability into law so that women no longer have to fear unfair dismissal because of chronic conditions like endometriosis. Watch BBC News' coverage of the story.
On BBC London, the woman who won a landmark case for unfair dismissal, which has led to concerns over cutthroat corporate practices. Good afternoon, I'm Alison Earle. A woman who was sacked by her employer after having surgery for a chronic health condition has won a landmark case at an appeals tribunal. Sanju Pal suffers from endometriosis, a disorder that causes severe pain. Well, the case raises questions about the lawfulness of getting rid of staff considered unpromotable. Anna O'Neill has the story.
Sanju Pal had a seemingly brilliant future. She'd set up a charity, had met the late Queen Elizabeth and been invited to 10 Downing Street. For 9 years, she'd been working as a management consultant at a city firm called Accenture, where she was told she was on course to go all the way to the top.
On my 9th anniversary, I got an email from my career counsellor specifically saying that, you know, we're here to back you to go all the way. Of course, that was before the endometriosis diagnosis.
Endometriosis is a painful condition in women where cells similar to those in the lining of the womb or uterus grow in other parts of the body. It's not known what causes it, and there's currently no cure. Pain management and surgery can offer temporary respite.
I had a 7.5 centimetre ovarian cyst, so about that big, on my left ovary, and I had another one that was a bit smaller on my right ovary.
Sanju was off sick for a month recovering, but it was soon clear she'd gone back to work too soon.
It got to a point where I could barely, walk again because I'd been pushing myself too much through the fatigue just because I was wanting to make senior manager.
When it became apparent she was not going to reach her next performance target, Sanju was dismissed, and so started a years-long fight for justice. Sanju won an employment tribunal in 2022, but no compensation for her dismissal was awarded. Sanju appealed, and last month a tribunal found that her endometriosis does constitute a disability. So what now?
Setting precedent as endometriosis as a disability under the Equality Act 2010. That means any woman in this country who is being disabled by endometriosis needs to be able to have that recognition in the workplace.
Sanju's victory might now mean a change in the law.